And we're back!
No,
Finally.
We never left, as usual.
We were here the whole time.
Just forget the goodbye, all that crap. We never left, okay? Don't worry.
Alright, forget. Do your elevator music.
No.
Why? Why?
Because elevator music doesn't fit this scenario.
Elevator music. No, elevator music while they're forgetting it.
No. That'll be like mystical music, like.
Okay, so when we last left off, we were stuck in San Francisco for a year.
I'm checking Facebook.
While recording videos. And tomorrow we're finally gonna get to leave. 3,000 pounds richer.
Yay! Wait, 2,000 actually, because it's stupid and we haven't done it yet.
Tomorrow.
Alright, well, let's go.
Stop stabbing it so
I
hard.
want to stab the screen.
Hotel. Oh, for God's sake. I can't believe we've wasted so much time here. For the last few hours of the evening,
I attended Monsieur Fogg.
providing him with...
Wonderful.
Okay. Now wait, don't hit sleep or depart or anything. Don't, or punch the iPad. That'll break the game. Permanently.
Just punch it. The screen doesn't break none of that. It just, loses the
Oh,
save
tapping the
point.
clock will skip time forwards. I didn't know that. What
That's
clock?
crap.
What clock? Oh, the digital clock.
Skips it forward an hour.
Oh, there we go.
Bank.
Bank.
Thank you. Give me the money. Let's depart. Get the hell out of here.
Depart. Time to leave. Go, go, go. Get on the train. Go, 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 go. Embark. Yes, we're running out of time. Finally! Did you just lick my iPad?
Oh.
You disgusting person. We were lucky to arrive in San Francisco just in time to catch a journey along the as-yet unfinished Transcontinental Express.
Sorry, go on. Go on.
Which would take as far as Burlington. You're such a rat. Which would take as far as Burlington in 5 days. Oh, that's it. We've lost. 5 days. With only a handful of stops along the way. What?
That's it. We're lost. New York to London should take 1 day.
Burlington. How far is that?
Doesn't
Not
matter.
that far.
It's right next to New York.
Monsieur Fogg, unfortunately, was not feeling lucky, having eaten some rather speculative oysters in the afternoon.
For Christ's sake, you trying to kill yourself?
What a wait for my watchful eye. I was most...
Are you kidding me? I could have avoided him.
Why did you pick the one that was... Why did you pick the option with a hard word?
Because that...
I was most
Soilicate citrus.
and brought my master cool cloths and weak sugared tea till he pronounced that he felt much recovered.
Yeah, you pronounced that word properly.
Yeah, good job.
Fuck. Fuck.
No, converse.
Too late. Oh, look at that. He's on 73. Holy crap.
Okay, we're conversing next because we need to know where to go. The first day aboard was enjoyable enough. American trains could clearly not compete with their European counterparts, but it was amusing to see them try. The posters proclaimed, Pullman's Palace, sleeping cars.
What?
That's what the posters said. But they were more like places to keep cattle, if reasonably well-to-do cattle. We sipped cool beer as we rattled through a long stretch of desert in the shadow of tall mountains.
Wonderful. I attended to Monsieur Fogg.
And his delicate stomach. Good gracious, this is rather more exhausting than I had anticipated.
Converse.
Alright, hello, sir. You do him and all. You do you and all.
No, we just crap on.
For instance, Burlington is connected to New Orleans by a boat.
Wonderful. Washington.
Most likely not, but answer me this. I suppose you don't have any idea who my father is.
What?
Why would we know that? Apologies. I do not. Oh, don't worry. You will. Why? We can go to Iceland? Ask about Reykjavik.
Snowden.
Where the hell is Snowden?
Crap, time is passing. I just forgot.
Oh, okay. We're not going to Iceland.
No. Snowden.
Is it possible to try? Okay, time to leave.
Oh.
Oh my God! That was fast.
Let me put a little... Okay, go back.
Our fellow passengers were
Curious mix of gold and silver prospectors, homesteaders, farmers from all corners of the world, Mormons and missionaries, soldiers and stiff-necked gentry of various sorts. Goes on.
I gave a young black woman with a deep red bonnet an infectious laugh.
Oh, and you're trying to kill him again already. Oh wait, no.
No, this is a random black woman.
Yeah, that's all good then.
A wide smile. Her name was Diana. I am meeting my husband in Cheyenne, she told me. He did construction work in New York, but New York isn't safe anymore. We have enough money to move now.
New York isn't safe anymore? Why isn't it safe?
I queried innocently, having only the broad strokes of American news and history. You did not hear of the draft riots in Europe? She asked wonderingly. New York has always had Confederate sympathies, and when the Union began drafting New Yorkers, they rioted. They killed and burned black homes. My husband has never felt safe since, but now we're moving to Cheyenne. She smiled, nearly glowing with happiness. And then she died! I mean, what?
All of my tales of adventures seemed to amuse her greatly.
As the afternoon wore into the evening, we passed by Ogden, close to Salt Lake City.
Oh, I have
Day 61, Monsieur Fogg murmured that night in his sleep, and still some distance yet to travel.
Oh, too bad, we're almost there. Be quiet. Oh, no, never mind, I missed my last chance.
We're still going. Okay.
Oh, okay, Fogg.
Today, a yellow
fellow
with a painfully trimmed mustache and impeccable suit approached me outside of the lavatory.
The lavatory is the toilet, by the way, guys. Just making sure, as well as like WC, which stands for water closet. Just gotta let you know.
Whoa, what?
WC, if you see that in an airport, it stands for water closet, which means crapper, basically, or toilet, or whatever the hell you want.
Water closet. I've never.
I know, neither have I. But
I know what a lavatory is.
I know, but it says like WC in airports, and I asked about it, and they're like, "Oh, that means water closet, and that's where you crap." So there you go. That's what it is.
That's where you crap.
There you go. There's like a fact for traveling and stuff. If you ever want to go around the world in 80 days, which I wouldn't recommend because you'll die and get like diseases and crash several times.
And have your skull fractured.
Exactly. But anyway, aside from that, it might be a bit fun. And expensive. Anyway, go back to what you were saying.
So yes, painfully trimmed mustache and an impeccable suit. Approached you outside the lavatory.
I know.
I nodded at him companionably, and then his thin lips parted in a contained grin. I am Felix Granger, he said. You are a puzzle.
This is his dad.
Probably.
You are a puzzle, okay.
I was kind of hoping you would say I was utterly flummoxed, because that's a fun sentence to say.
Anything interesting in all I have?
I was flattered. Monsieur Moy?
That's
him. What?
That's M-Oy. It's Oi, but with an M in front of it, okay?
So Moy?
No, not Moy. M-Oy.
M-Oy. You kidding me? Yes. I was flattered. Monsieur M-Oy? Humble passatoire? I am no more a puzzle than the sun's rise in the east. Truly, I am the simplest of men. Oh, that's you. Sorry, you should have said that. You say it.
No.
Well, then you speak for the other guy.
Oh no, don't tell me how you came to be on this transcontinental. Thereby hangs the tale. I can tell, good sir. What? Anyway, it seemed a probing question.
It seemed a probing question, which made me immediately suspicious of his motives. I made some non-committal answer, but he pressed me further. Finally, I...
confronted him. Confronted him.
I confronted him and asked him his business outright. You are a sharp customer, and no mistake, he grinned, though I perceive no harm in you. I am a Pinkerton agent.
What?
I knew little of the Pinkertons. They were a detective agency, which had been hired by Abraham Lincoln himself during the American Civil War.
Ah.
Well, there you
So
go.
they're like the Illuminati.
American history. We're learning it right now.
No. I'm erasing it from my memory as I learn it.
Oh.
What are you doing here? I've done nothing wrong! I shot him. I'm the most law-abiding of Frenchmen. Ask my master.
He looked around before leaning closer to whisper his true purpose. I'm here because we have heard rumors that the outlaw Jesse James plans to rob this train, so keep your eye out.
Oh crap, we're gonna get robbed again.
Oh no, we just spent
Now
all
they're
that
gonna
time
rob the
getting
train.
money.
They're gonna steal the actual train.
They're
And all of us inside it.
gonna crash it. We stopped at Cheyenne, Wyoming for a few hours in the early hours. The Pinkerton agent disembarked to talk with a 6-foot-tall woman who wore the latest slim train skirts and a pistol tucked to her waistband. At Luncheon, I asked... Luncheon. A sturdy-looking prospector who looked out of the carriage with an expression of palpable awe. That's Esther Hobart Morris, the first woman justice of peace in all of America, he said fervently. No, fervently.
Ain't she something?
Oh yeah, should I do the cowboy accent?
Not too late, I did it.
Alright.
You missed your one chance.
Alright, you can do the cowboy accents then.
I already did
The
it.
Pinkerton agent boarded the train again before the last whistle blew, his face drawn and anxious.
That's the last one. We're going to be going to like New York next, and then we'll be professional there again. Good sir. We've just gone through the cowboy bit of it. It's all over.
Okay, I guess we're gonna wait.
Wait.
God, the train is zipping by. The Times. Maniac Phileas Fogg, now in debt, says bank source.
Who's Phileas?
That's Monsieur Fogg.
Oh wow, really? Why? Is this in the newspaper?
Omaha.
Fuck. Ah.
We missed our chance. Man, this train moves really oddly, speed-wise.
It's like 400 kilometers per hour.
We were held up by outlaws. Well, alright, well that's it, just instantly.
Oh,
We were held up by outlaws, as the Pinkerton man had predicted. They dragged tree trunks over the line and forced the train to a halt before boarding, brandishing pistols and sabers. They went carriage to carriage demanding valuables. Typically, the Pinkerton agent was nowhere to be seen. I looked at my master, who
phlegmatic. I like that word. You're gonna
was
say that.
phlegmatic as usual, though I did not doubt what he wished. A peaceful and quick conclusion to this grave inconvenience. The lead bandit fired his gun in the air. The name, he declared, is Jesse James. Oh, sorry, I should the cowboy accent. The name? Oh, that's a terrible cowboy accent. Well, you do the cowboy accent. I can't do it.
The name, he declared, is Jesse James. Now you give me everything you've got. The saber lifted to my throat.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, what? To me? Oh,
Yeah, to
Christ,
you.
I'm dying. I'd already hidden our valuables.
On the warning of the Pinkerton agent, so I invited him to search my things with little success. The saber point moved on. Now it was Monsieur Fogg's neck. What about you? You look good for it. I jumped to his aid. It's you.
I jumped to his aid. He's my gentleman, I declared. I carry his possessions for him.
Is that so? The
outlaw declared with interest.
Go ahead. Oh, it's him. So I should, technically, be taken from you twice, should I? There was no other option. I suggested we discuss the matter like gentlemen. He began to laugh, but not for long. Just at that moment, a group of soldiers, headed by the Pinkerton agent, stormed above our carriage, pistols drawn. Jesse James lifted his sword and held up his hands. I watched curiously as he was led away by the agents. Felix paused to thank me for stalling him. I could only shrug modestly. Then the steam engine restarted, and we were soon on our way. Not much worse for wear. A kind fellow passenger gave me a spare pair of shoes. In a few hours, we reached Burlington. We disembarked, grateful to have arrived in one piece.
Actually, 2 pieces.
Burlington! We made it to Burlington, and we have okay. Okay.
New Orleans, now!
Well, hang on.
No!
When does that embark?
Now!
At 7 p.m. We have 4 hours. Can we get to Washington easily?
New York, let's try that. Where's Washington? Nah. Arrive 7.
We want to go to Washington because we will get a load of money from that
Should we
thing.
explore them? Go straight to Washington?
But the guy said that we probably won't be able to get to Washington from Burlington because the train isn't
so we go to
done.
New Orleans right now? 3, 2, 1.
Alright, fine.
We're going.
The
Holy
Dark
crap,
Queen.
what is that?
The Dark Queen.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a boat.
Okay.
I think we're going down the Mississippi.
Okay. Mississippi.
Yeah, the river.
See,
The river that cuts America in half.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not bombarded.
Bombarded?
That's completely different. We boarded the Dark Queen, a twin-decked, 6-boiler stern-wheeler bound for New Orleans. The Mississippi was famed for the luxury of her steamboats, but also for their unfortunate tendency towards catastrophic boiler explosions. Oh God. I felt lucky, though, and quite certain that nothing ill would befall us on our journey to Crescent City. We were certainly due a good turn, were we not?
Yeah, we've been screwed over so much by everything.
God, I swear if the ship explodes. The common rooms and lounges of the Dark Queen were full of gamblers enticing passengers into games of dice or cards. The river ports had been passing more and more regulation, and the cheats and crooks had all fled to the unregulated waters of the Mississippi to ply their trade. A shameful business, and one Monsieur Fogg disapproved of thoroughly. Cousining a man was the same as stealing from him. I am in roaring health, but we must make haste.
Best.
Hello. Greetings, Captain. Passatois, you slimy dog. Ugh. Alright, Passport Washington. I have the times for a journey from New... Oh, okay. I don't know. Just pick one. I don't know where these things are. Snowden. I wish I knew. But there's neither bank nor market in Snowden. But listen, do you play the trombone? No. That's a shame. I'm looking for someone to join my band. You're a band and a You're a band person and a captain guy? Wow. I'll say only this. The most efficient way to Dakar from here is to go via Caracas. Port-au-Prince. That seems like a good place. I'll say this. One can trade hunting rifles profitably at Port-au-Prince. We have a hunting rifle.
Oh my God!
Captain Latour was clearly quite cozy with the gamblers, and had something of their attitude himself. I'll wager I can get us to New Orleans in 3 days rather than 4. He shouted at the room at large. Who will take the wager? So he's betting. It would be a risky prospect, pushing the Dark Queen's engines to the brink, especially considering they have a history of exploding, apparently. And I said so. The captain scratched his beard and sighed, and scratched his beard again. Perhaps you're right, he said at length. Bah! I'm just gonna tell you, I took this boat as well, and you made a good call with that. I'm pretty sure it explodes if you do that. Or maybe it's a percentage chance, I don't know. Captain Latour ordered the Calliope to play a tune in the evening. It was a grand bass-keyed musical instrument powered by the steam from the engine boilers. It's magnificent! Oh, that's you.
It's magnificent!
I commented to the captain, who grinned boyishly. It isn't, he shouted happily.
Isn't it?
Oh, isn't it? Sorry. He shouted happily. The townsfolk along the river hate it.
Then why do you do it?
Why not? Captain Latour winked. This is freedom, he shouted as the Calliope whistled. This is America, here on the Mississippi.
Yay!
America! Land of the free, home of the brave. Blah, blah, blah.
14 days. Okay, yeah.
We docked at New Orleans when the sun was low in the sky, glinting over the brackish water of the river and bathing the French and Spanish colonial villas of the city in soft yellow light. I ignored the captain as he tried to shake our hand. The man had something desperate about him, a self-destructive urge that made me feel that if he took my hand, he might crush my fingers. Or curse my fingers, I don't know what that says. You tapped it too quickly. Plan. How soon can we get to Washington?
Tomorrow. 2 days!
Wait, what's the alteration?
What?
He said it could be altered. Negotiated.
Yeah, tomorrow. I guess we can do that, can we? How expensive is it? That's gonna be half of our money.
The price is rather steep.
We've got 2 days, we really don't have time to burn.
We're gonna get loads of money when we get there.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did you tap the button?
Yeah, leaves tomorrow.
Are you sure?
Yeah, tomorrow at 6
o'clock. Oh, alright. Now, we have to be careful to leave as soon as it gets tomorrow. Explore, we may as well.
And market. Oh.
Well, hopefully this isn't a really good route that'll take us straight to London.
No.
Oh, there's... Okay. I walked the streets a while, hunting for ways in which we might travel onwards, and found nothing really that great, so I went to a hotel and slept. Okay, now we need to go... Oh, wait, has it already left? Or is that 6 p.m.?
At 6 p.m.
I met Death in a smoked... Wow, okay. In a smoke-wreathed, red-lit bar in New Orleans. As the jazz band struck up another tune, he offered to buy me a bourbon. Bourbon is like an alcoholic drink.
I know.
Go ahead. See, that's you.
Perhaps in 20 or 30 years.
I replied archly. Archly, I don't know. As some of the other patrons snickered, Death pulled off his mask to reveal a handsome cafe au lait features and dark green eyes, and then extended a skeletal hand to me. What? Death isn't a person?
Now he is. A fine costume, I remarked.
Merci, monsieur. I'm Death at our neighborhood Mardi Gras, and I'm practicing my role. He took my proffered hand and brought the back of it to his lips for a gallant kiss. He flicked me a rather unmistakable look under his dark lashes. To be so clearly desired by Death was unnerving. I found my feet shaking and stepped back. He tilted his face to the side. Do you find my color displeasing? He asked with a lazy smile. Not that. He laughed, low and pleasing. It matters little, monsieur. I think monsieur is him mispronouncing monsieur. There are many white men in New Orleans who do. In spite of it, I'm a free man. Death resumed his mask. I do not believe in prophecy, but the chill of his cold fingers on my face sent a thrill of fear through me. Abandoning dignity, I ran to the bar, nerves rattling like knuckle bones in a cup. Alright, we gotta go quickly. Leave.
It's 6 p.m.
To Washington.
We can go to the market.
No, go now.
We've got 12 hours. Okay. Chill.
Fine. We'll go to the market. But you better not miss it.
Oh,
it opens at 7. Alright, hang on. Now it's open.
Another rifle.
A trombone. We don't need another rifle.
Yeah, we could. We could sell this piece of crap and get another rifle.
I don't want another rifle.
Too bad for selling it.
No, don't. Stop. Just get out. Get out. Don't buy a trombone.
Damn,
Leave.
I want a trombone.
I'm so nervous. Look, we've invested so much in going to Washington this early. We're going. We really don't have time to waste. Time to go. Oh! The Piedmont airline from New Orleans was not, in fact, an airline at all, but, according to its advertising, the fastest railway in America.
Hardly a bold claim.
Considering there are only 2 major lines in the continent. But, nonetheless, it gave my master some satisfaction when he saw the slogan on the wall of the compartment.
Holy crap, there was a Mark 6 aircraft just
Yeah, I know.
the house.
I hope you guys can hear that. It's amazing. Converse. We need to know where to go when we get to Washington. New York. I don't know. You know what? We really should look at the map and figure out. Do you play football? Sure. I'm trying to start a league back at home.
Washington. Dakar.
Most likely not. Where can we go from freaking Washington?
Oh, you ready? Ready? Oh!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Come on!
Oh! Oh! There it is! There's Ponte Delica. We're going to Ponte Delica. It's official!
Unless it's like 8 days. Because we've only got...
a few
Holy
days.
crap, we've got 13 days.
Yeah, I know. We settled ourselves in a carriage with one other occupant, an extremely large man who introduced himself as Charlie Sullivan, a lad from Birmingham, who had grown into something the size of a warehouse building, with huge tracts of muscle, especially down around the neck and upper arms. His mustaches were, nonetheless, perfect. He's that manly. He has multiple mustaches. I asked where he was going, and he replied, New York. I was boxing. I'm going home. I could see he was, most likely, an excellent boxer, assuming he knew how to operate those colossal arms of his. However, Monsieur Fogg's interest had been increasing sharply throughout the conversation. You are trained, he demanded keenly, or self-taught? I've got a manager, Sullivan replied. He tells me what to hit. Excellent, Monsieur Fogg enthused. I want to hear all about it. I could not believe it. We had seen a good proportion of the world, and here, on this train, something at last had piqued my master's interest. Boxing! Little did I know how the details I heard would come to be of use to me.
Conspiracy.
That Mr. Sullivan will, I think, go very far indeed, Monsieur Fogg. Opened as I brought him kippers from the dining car. Is that so? I'm doing your voice because you're too slow.
Is that so?
There you go. Oh yes, his description of the transfer of weight from foot to foot was very well understood indeed.
So you are a boxer, monsieur?
I saw the shutters of his conversation beginning to come down. I went to school, yes.
Boxing school?
He blinked at me. I think France is a very curious country at times. He attacked his kippers with some gusto. You should fight him, he said. I laughed at my master's joke, but Monsieur Fogg, as ever, was not joking, and he looked up at me with some surprise. Is something the matter? That's you.
Forgive me. It sounds as though you said I should fight Monsieur Sullivan.
Indeed, he forked another forkful. You needn't be alarmed. I can teach you to box.
Perhaps you should fight him yourself.
He looked most uncomfortable at the suggestion. I think no, Passetoire. It is a young man's game. Man's game. It's a man's game. I rolled back my sleeves.
I'm sure you can, monsieur.
I replied.
Oh, what? Oh, you said that, and I'm sure. And I am a quick learner.
Oh, whatever. Or at least, I thought, somewhat confident in nature. That's him. Excellent, Monsieur Fogg put down his paper. I have arranged for a space in the guard's van. Come. When had he done this? I do not know. I merely followed, and there was Sullivan, stripped to the waist, doing his warm-up exercises. Pisportu, he greeted me through a thick leather mouthguard.
Sullivan!
I declared meatily, as I removed my own shirt and tried to listen as my master provided some pointers, and then the fight began.
The what?
What? What did you expect? You're fighting him.
Oh,
Sullivan was a tough opponent, and if he chose to swing hard, he would brain me unless I defended myself. But he would not be able to slug on every swing. I would have to pick my moments to attack. To begin with, I kept my guard up, matching Fogg's demonstration from across the car. Just as Sullivan punched hard, the blow landed hard against my defense. I shook it off as best I could. A small crowd had gathered to watch the fight, and they murmured with excitement. Strength and stamina are different, Monsieur Fogg called to me from the side. Your strength will come back if you swing lightly, but your stamina, once gone, will leave you out cold. I nodded to show I had heard, and Sullivan's eyes narrowed, and I jabbed, a quick, decisive move, while Sullivan made a quick jab. I overpowered him, landing a sting. We were both still lively, although he was faring a little better than me. Watch it! The next swing may be harder, my master called. Sullivan rolled his fists about one another. Next, I got ready to duck and dodge, once more protecting my face. Sullivan swung low. I caught the punch neatly. Neither of us was badly worn, though he was looking better than me. He's wearing himself out, my master cried. Then I kept my fists up, once more protecting my face. Just as Sullivan swung low, I deflected the impact breathlessly. I was fading fast. I could not take much more. I heard rather than saw the money changing hands. Spectators were betting on me. Sullivan made a few ghost punches into the air between us. Now it was my turn. I threw a heavy punch, putting all my weight behind the blow, while Sullivan swung low. I burst through his attack, landing a sting. We were both all but equally matched, tiring but still eyeing each other warily. Sullivan's weight moved back. He's making to swing, my master shouted. I Jabbed, a quick decisive move, but I had timed it poorly. Sullivan punched hard, the blow slipping past my guard. He was tiring, certainly, but I was all but on my knees. He won't be able to swing like that again, my master shouted. Next, I brought my defenses up, once more protecting my face. Sullivan lifted his defenses. We circled each other nervously. I could not take much more of this. One more hit would most likely finish me off. The crowd murmured and whispered. Then I threw a light punch, a quick decisive move, but just as Sullivan snapped his arms up to block, I knocked him back a little. Sullivan was weak, but he knew he had me. He will have regained some muster from that block, my master shouted. So be warned. Now it was my turn. I
This is just
raised
back and forth.
my guard. Once more protecting my face. While Sullivan punched hard, I dodged neatly. The fight could not last much longer unless I managed a lucky, solid punch. Well done! Now's the time to get him! My master shouted. I saw Sullivan's shoulders move back. He's making the block, Fogg murmured, so don't swing too hard. I jabbed, a quick decisive move. Sullivan brought up his block, and I pushed him a little. We were both staggering and stumbling about the ring, but he had the upper hand by a hair's breadth. Next, I threw a heavy punch, putting all my weight behind the blow, just as Sullivan swung low. I got my blow in, landing a sting. Sullivan span about and fell backwards onto the floor of the van. Defeated, generous hands scooped me up into the air. Excellent show, Monsieur beamed, displaying a violent burst of character. Most impressive. Sullivan was rubbing the side of his head and cursing in a version of English I did not recognize. I shook his hand as he was carried to the compartment to lie down. I believe this makes you the lightweight champion of North America, Monsieur Fogg remarked to me. More to the point, we won a little wager or two. 2,000 pounds, in fact. Holy crap! Your funds have gone up by more than 1,000 pounds.
Right.
Holy crap! Well, there you go.